In the dark cloud that is the Transformer live action movie series, and it's still uncertain fate of the future because we always speculate and talk about these little tidbits that we keep hearing. Oh, it's going to be an animated movie. Oh, we're getting a Beast Wars movie. And nothing solid or anything really coming forward, primarily because of just the environment that we are in today, in 2020, with the big V and all the craziness going on in the world, and how it is delaying everything that's happening. But it seems that now a small piece has surfaced about what's going to be happening, at least with Transformers 7. Whatever 7 will be, potentially the Beast Wars movie, we don't know. Reminder again, 1 to 5 is the Bay era, number 6 was the Bumblebee movie. This is currently right now tentatively titled Transformers 7, so potentially that animated movie and or that Beast Wars movie. Now, the news that we have today is that we've learned that it's going to be co-financed by a company called New Republic Pictures. This comes from the fact that originally it was supposed to be co-financed by Huawei Media, which was a Chinese company, but apparently there was a fallout between them and Paramount Pictures after the critical and financial failure that was The Last Night, in their opinion. So that deal was nullified. So now we have a new co-financer in New Republic Pictures. Now, who or what is New Republic Pictures? It is American, and they're primarily known for, I want to say, period piece movies and more, I guess, realistic, smaller kind of films. Like they did Rocket Man, which was the Elton John biopic. They did The Black Swan, which was that big controversial movie with Natalie Portman. A lot of period piece movies, army stuff. They did one movie that I really liked, which was Rush, which was a 2013 Formula 3/Formula 1 racing movie directed by John Howard. That was the one that had Chris Hemsworth playing, aka Thor, playing James Hunt, the Formula 1 racer. So I really liked that movie. But all their movies seem more of that kind of smaller budget film festival kind of fare. And I find it very interesting that they're kind of entering the crazy big budget blockbuster game that is the Transformer films. Now, for people that aren't familiar with the name, I mean, because New Republic Pictures, people are like thinking like New Republic, isn't that like the name of the rebels in the second half of Star Wars or something? And also not to be confused with Republic Pictures, which was a 1940s film company that Orson Welles used to be a director for, which went defunct in like the late 60s. This is a company that's really kind of under the radar when it comes to the film industry, so I find it very fascinating that they're going to be involved in this. But when you look at what they have here, because this is a 10-picture deal that they're going to be doing, and it's Mission Impossible 7, Top Gun Maverick, which is going to be coming out soon, Tomorrow War, Infinite, Without Remorse, Coming to America, the sequel to Coming to America, it's Coming to America, of course, Transformers 7, The Tiger's Apprentice, Clifford the Big Red Dog, and Under the Boardwalk. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of Paramount/Hasbro back scratching going on here, and maybe there's going to be something here. Again, the movies that they have done have been good movies, but they really haven't been, those big science fiction, crazy FX, blockbuster, multi-$100 million budget movies. They've really been more smaller things. So I'm curious, to say the least, especially if this Transformers 7 is going to be a Beast Wars movie. Because then that really, begs the question, how are they going to go about that? Really makes me wonder, because I feel personally that the Transformer movies, and again, hey, the Bumblebee movie was a good movie, but in terms of the interest of the public audience, and the Bumblebee movie didn't make gangbuster money. And like mentioned before, The Last Night was actually considered a failure in terms of financial success, that I think the Transformer brand in general and the movies specifically are kind of a little bit in a gray area, in a rut. I actually had this discussion literally just yesterday on Facebook, where I was kind of saying, like, we're kind of in that right now, like we're just kind of steaming along, where it's like we're in that late G2 era of 93, 94, or that, like, you know, Cybertron 2005, 2006 era of like the Unicron trilogy, where we're not in dire straits. Everything's fine. Toys are good. You know, late G2, hey, you know, cyber jets with articulation and self-stored weapons, and, you know, there was a lot of cool stuff that came out of late G2 with the laser cycles, and it's the same thing with Cybertron. A lot of really good toys there, but it still wasn't that gray area kind of rut that we were, where nothing was like gangbusters amazing. And I feel that we're kind of in that period right now before the next big boom. You know, the swing, the rubber band effect. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But we're kind of in that era right now, and I kind of hope that a Transformers 7, if it could be a Beast Wars movie, could be that return to a boom, could return to that big thing where Transformers could be back in something, and it could be interesting again for the mainstream audience. Again, we're always going to be around. You know, hook or crook, sink or swim, we're always going to be around for whatever's put out there, and they're never going to stop doing Transformer stuff because of trademarks and licenses, and it's Hasbro's baby. But wouldn't it be nice if the thing that we love and enjoy is also huge around the world and leads to yet another boom and a pop culture boom for everyone? You know, it'd be nice to return back to that, you know, after the gray area of G2, the Beast Wars era, which Transformers became huge again, or alternatively, you know, after Cybertron in 2006, we hit the Bay movie era in 2007, 2009, where things were absolutely huge for the Transformers brand, regardless if you like those movies or not. I'm just talking from a mainstream audience standpoint in toy sales. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. I'm very curious what, you know, New Republic Pictures are going to inject into this. If it's just a financial thing, then, I mean, I don't know how much money these guys got considering their past pictures, but I'm really curious to see what goes down here. This is something that, like, I almost feel like New Republic Pictures would have been something that would have been present during the Bumblebee movie, if anything, because Bumblebee movie was a much smaller budget and a period piece. So it's kind of interesting here, but hey, a Beast Wars movie technically would be a period piece too, but it would also be a very visual effects heavy film. So I'm very curious where we're going to go with this, what's going to be done, and I just want to know what's happening. You know, we live in a world today where we just don't know what the future is of any of our stuff really going on right now. We know stuff is coming, but we have no clear indicators, a trailer, a sneak peek, a teaser, whether it be toys or fiction, big screen or little. Just want to know what's going on. So hopefully we'll learn a little more as the weeks progress, and, you know, we'll record it and we'll reply it and we will report it here on the Transformers Slag podcast. So definitely check us out